shit.
Fish and jerks. Fish and jerks.
What? What was that? I didn't get any water. I don't have any water. Oh, look at that. That's weird. I didn't get any water. I got to go get some water. Noises. Hello, everybody. Hey, Brandon, thank you. And I missed your birthday on the Discord, but I did get you on Facebook. Man. I hope you had a good birthday, Brandon. B Wizzle. Let's say some highs. Geek Boy was first in, and thank you for the super chat. So the super chat goal thing, I'm doing a test. I have a test through D-Scout and Google. They want me to do that, and then afterwards I have to do this interview type thing to see how it went. And they want to know about goals. So that's why that is there. We don't have to hit the goal or anything. I do appreciate those, as always, but I just, you know how I feel about that. So that's why the goal is up there, just specifically for that. I had to say I wouldn't poop on a stream. I didn't have to say that. They just told me say something. All right. I'm not feeling too good, so this is not going to be too long, I don't think. But thank you, Geek Boy. I guess I can hold the poop in for now. Let's give that a like. I don't even know what's new in YouTube. It's been like months now since I've streamed. And I wasn't even thinking about doing it today, but again, I got that test to do, and I did miss you guys quite a bit. I haven't even watched anything. I haven't been involved in the community at any point over the last few months. It's not you, it's me, although it partly is you, because some of you people are shit. I'm just going to say that. Some asshole on Facebook told me he was unfollowing me. I didn't know who the guy is. He's unfollowing me because I have on my Facebook profile that I am an atheist liberal. And not that I ever talk about politics, really, right? But that upset him very much. So he decided he was going to let me know.
Thank you.
Stephen P. Thank you, dude. Wow. Thank you. I appreciate that. And hi, Stephen. I got to go through some highs. So, I don't talk about politics very often here. So it's just really weird to me that somebody who I didn't even know would let me know that he was going to unfollow me based on 2 words on my Facebook profile, which I don't even use Facebook. I had to go there for something else and just happened to see this message. I was like, oh, who the hell are you? Why would I care what you think about me? I have a lot of friends that are on the other side of the aisle. That doesn't mean anything to me. As long as you're not racist, as long as you're not homophobic, as long as you're not just a dick, I don't care what your politics are. And the fact that you would just, say something like that to somebody that you don't even know and call them names based on something you're a fucking idiot. Whoever you are, you are a fucking idiot. All right. So Stephen P. Hi, Nano Aquarium Guy, Linda Worth. Hello, there's my brother Whip. B Wizzle, Brandon's been a member for 33 months. And there's Jorge. Hi, brother. Again, thank you, B Wizzle, for that super chat. Let's say there, Geek Boy again. Hi, Geek Boy. I hope you're doing well, man. Hope you guys are doing well, both you and the wife. And Nano Aquarium Guy saying, hope you're doing well too. I don't know your wife, but I hope she's doing well as well. Allow myself to introduce myself. There is water all around you. Wait, what? I'm confuzzled. There's less water. I took down the 20 that was up here. The bluegill has finally moved over here. Look, you can see the corner of the 45. The light's not on, but that's the corner of the 45 right there. So you can actually see it. The bluegill moved in there. Bluegills moved over, and he took care of all the guppies in there like in one day. And there was a lot of guppies. And they didn't know what hit them. He just destroyed them, which was okay. I mean, I was okay with that. I still do have some more guppies in another tank up over this.
That's crazy. Thank you.
Look, that's Whip. That's Whip. And that Kelly Foreman, Dr. Foreman. What was I? Oh, yeah. That was Michelle. Okay. I was thinking, man, it's only 68 degrees in here, but all right, Geek Boy, 40 months. 40, wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. Gills to Gardens. Is that Nathan? Gills to Gardens is Nathan? You changed your name last time, and I think that's Nathan. Bipolar, what's up, Ben? Jenna P, hi, Miss Jenna. Jenna, let me know if, maybe send me a message on Discord if Ariel didn't reach out to you yet. She's actually homesick today. About the Clash stuff. Uncle Smiley, hello, sir. And there's Eric Wyrock, what's up? Joy of Fish Keeping, hello, what's happening? New subscriber? That's the first time I think I've ever seen that in the stream. Uncle Smiley, we said hi to Uncle Wyrock. This is going to be so hard. This is going to be so hard. Eric Wyrock. Eric, you sent me a couple of messages I didn't respond to, and again, that's me, not you. Please, anybody who I haven't responded to messages to, just know nothing to do with you. You didn't do anything. It's all here. Look at this. Isn't this cool? So unfortunately, you don't get to see Fish Room Fever thing on the back of the door there, but I got this thing because I've been so obsessed with the wave. I know this isn't the actual thing, but the wood carving by what's his name? Hirosuke. I always forget his name. Starts with an H. The Japanese guy, the wood block carving, and that's what that's based on as well. But anyways, it's got a split in the middle, and it's a real thick fabric, so it keeps the heat in here a little bit more in the wintertime, but it also lets the dogs go in and out easy. So that way, nobody has to worry if they're walking down the hallway. It's their private. I just really liked it. So yeah, Timu. Okay, where are we at? We got Eric. We got Beto. Well, no, what was it? Garcia. What was I calling you? Yeah, I don't remember what I was calling you, man. I forgot what I was calling you, Garcia. Oh, hi. I've forgotten so much. John McKenzie, Rip Van Winkle woke up. That's what I feel like. I have just been sleeping. I have been sleeping a lot, just not feeling good. Look, there's 11. 11? What are you doing? You want to come say hi? Come here. Come here, you. Watch this while he's going to come in because he hears me. So, 11, come here. Who's a good girl? Oh, all right. Fuck you too. Wow, rude. All right. Linda Worthy said hi to Rachel. Hey, Rachel. You can poop if you want to. The poopy dance. There you go, Stephen. There's your next song. You can poop if you want to. Do the poopy dance. That's your next song. Make it happen. You can leave your friends behind. See, it just writes itself. There you go. You can poop if you want to. I got to give that one a like. And thank you, sir. Damn them assholes. Jody P's in the house. Hello, ma'am. Hello. And, I haven't watched any. I know a lot of you guys are doing live streams now. Jody P. I know Bougie Bish. Yep. Yeah. He's flexible on as long as you are not just a dick thing. Flexible dick. I mean, yeah. Shane, whoa, what's going on, Shane? J-Rock's here too. Good to see you both. And there's Dr. Foreman. My afternoon just got a whole lot sexier. I did miss that. I missed all of it. I miss you guys. I miss hanging out in the streams. I miss all of it. I just miss all of it. I'm still, into keeping fish. You can see the Goodeids are doing good up here. My 75 still doing strong. Dennis and Barb's doing great. Siamese algae eaters, they're doing fine, no problems. everything in this tank's doing fine. The Bozeman long fin Paleotis. No. Which are the panda cories? Panda cories are in this one. The rice fish out in the pond did great over the winter. So that de-icer that Michelle got me, great job. They're good sized, and there's a shit ton of them. So the pond really did well. So that's a pretty cool thing, because I'm all about low maintenance, right? I mean, I know there's no maintenance, but I'm about low maintenance. That's why I've actually let a lot of the fish age out and not replace them, to have less in the tank, so I have to do less maintenance. I'm just not able to keep up on it these days. So knowing that I can leave those fish out there in the pond all winter, that's a huge relief. We still want to expand the pond. I should have used OBS, because I wanted to show you the backyard. We took down the fence for the garden. We're redoing the garden area. I have an archway set up into the walkway back there, and the mulch got spread. Right now we're building a little, we're recovering some of the land that I had let sort of go, and just putting it's going to be mostly black-eyed Susans in there, maybe some coneflowers, but mostly black-eyed Susans in that area. So we're working on that right now. My son's helping me. What else out there? The other stuff that I planted last year is doing well. Hostas are doing really good. The silverweed, silverweed. I always forget which one it is. That's doing really good. Asparagus. I've already eaten some asparagus from the garden. That's amazing. I mean, it's coming up so good. This is the third year. So it's really coming in good. The asparagus bed is really doing well. And it's not even really weeded or anything. The grass is growing right in there too. Okay. Oh, you forgot to get water. I was offering an easy solution. Okay, Stephen. Yeah, I'm going to get up here in a second, so you get to see me walk again, and go get some water real quick, because I got to have it. John, hello, John. I wasn't going to go until you were done, but I sort of was running out of time. So I hope I didn't go over you too long, John. I did see that you had gone for quite a while, so I figured you were ending soon. And hi, John. Okay. There's Dee Dee Kins. Hi, Dee Dee. Missed you too. Can't wait to see you soon. DJ Guppyfish, hello. Talking about idiots. Made me think of most of my family. I'm with you. Brookley Bell is here too. Hi, Brookley. Hey, Brookley, the eggplant, that rubbery eggplant that you got for Wally, it's his favorite toy now. We play with it almost every night. I throw it, he catches it really good. And he did get the squeaker out of it. But yeah, that's his favorite toy. We play that one quite a bit. Okay. You're talking to me about the messages like I care. I send because I love. Well, thank you. And back at you. Yeah, you can assume some of you, Jenna, some of you, Jenna. Just assume that's because you hate us. And hi, Melissa. Hope you're doing well with the RA stuff. Hope it's not doing too bad. All right, I'm gonna get up. And I will be back in just a second. And there's so many more people to say hi to. If I didn't get to you yet, I'm barely even into it. I got to go fill this up. And I want you to look at my butt. Okay. Everybody, you need to focus right. I need to feel the gaze. Oh my God, that's horrible phrasing. I apologize to any of our gay friends that might be here. I did not mean it that way. Gaze. I want to feel the gaze on my butt. All right, here we go. Oh, there. Okay. I'll be right back. All right. You want to come say hi? Everybody wants to say hi to you. Come on. Up, 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 up. There he is. There's Wally. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. There's my doggy. Wally's doing good. Although we have been hit with fleas. Last year we got him too. It's the first time. So he's got his medicine and we got ahead of it this time. Never had fleas before. I don't know why it's, I don't know if it's something to do with Wally, but he is very definitely allergic to them because he goes crazy itching. Actually, his tail looks a little bit beat up, but he's got medicine and he's doing fine with it now. So, all right, where we came in, or I mean, where was I at here? Oh, it scrolled back up. Gerdo, there, Stephen, thank you, Gerdo. That's what it was. Garcia, Berto, and Garcia. It was Gerdo. That's what it was. Excuse me. Oh. Okay. I've been a naughty girl. No snacks, I'm out. And she is here. Where'd she go? I saw her come in. Hootie. There she is. Okay, you're not Hootie. You're not Hootie. You're jealous. You're jealous. You're just a jealous doggy. Yes, you are. You're jealous. Are you my dog? Oh. Yes, you are. He gave me a hug. He's been my lifesaver. He really has. He really has. He's a good boy, Mr. Walls. But so is Miss 11. She's a good doggy, too. All of our doggies. The other day, I was stuck in bed, and I had all 3 dogs with me, and they were all just, and it actually, it does make me feel better. It makes me feel better. Okay. Kelly Foreman says, are you still into pooping? Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's sort of something you need to do. And it's easy for me. I don't have any problems with that. For being an old man with the diseases that I have, that's an easy thing. We can get into it if you guys want to. I mean, if you want to, I can keep a diary and give you my my BM schedule. I just say, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. You better be. It should be a lifelong hobby. I don't know about hobby. A good poop makes for a good day. I'd love to see the garden. Well, right now it's garbage. Right now, there's nothing really planted to speak of. The pond is running, but that's it. And there's really nothing planted. There's nothing. It looks pretty bad because we have some pallets out there where we put all the equipment and stuff and bags of things, soil and things. And it's just a big pile. It doesn't look good right now, and it's overgrown. But we're working on it. That's why we took the fence down, and we're going to expand it and do some different stuff with it. It's still been cold. I mean, today's only in the 40s. Kelly, it's our weather's not that different. But starting Monday, it looks like 70s every day. So, yeah, today's only 46, I think, for the high. Actually 44.1 right now in the backyard. We've had a lot of rain too, like a shit ton of rain. Okay, we said hi to Mr. Whippy. Norfolk Southern Ponds. Norfolk Southern Ponds. I like the name. Norfolk Island. Norfolk Island. That's a plant. This is a plant. Ooh, it just lagged. Oh, because this is over here. Let's close that window. I don't need that open. Norfolk Island Pine. I like the name. Do I know you, Norfolk? Is it somebody else? Did you change your name? Hi there. Oh, is that Melvin or Greg? Greg, the guppy guy, is here. No, so that must be Melvin. Norfolk is Melvin. I like the name, Melvin. And hi, sir. Hope you're doing well. Where was I at? Okay. Oh, there we go. Listening while trying to figure out how to put these European hinges on a door. Been so long. I don't know what a European hinge is. It sounds like a euphemism. Then I gave her the European hinge. Everything's a euphemism, though. Okay. Surprised it lasted that long. Yeah, it's in great shape, Brookley. That the little eggplant thing, it's in great shape. He doesn't really chew it so much. I mean, he does a little bit because it's got all the little ridges on it. It's what's it, ribbed for his pleasure. And yeah, we play catch with it every single night. He's just like me, Wally, and like most dogs. He really loves his routine. Like, we have very set things that happen. How we get out of bed in the morning. There is an exact thing. Like, he curls up on Michelle's side of the bed with his head on her pillow. And when he hears me moving around, he stretches and then leans back against me with his back so I can, like, pet him and spoon him. Every morning it's the same exact thing. And then I'll say, all right. And I grab the edge of the blanket and he gets ready. And then I cover his head with the blanket and he tries to get out of it. And then he goes down and helps me put my feet on the ground he puts his mouth on my ankles and like tries to help me put my feet on the ground. He never bites, he's never once bitten, obviously. But yeah, and then we go out and we would at night after we have dinner, we play catch with that, usually that toy. Sometimes it's a ball, test ball or something, but it's almost always that toy. And it's every single night. Let's see that butt. Hate to see you go, but love to watch you leave. Turn your screens off before he gets back. It'll really freak him out. I don't think I know. Oh, that sucks, Dee Dee. He jumped out of the pond during a lightning storm. We didn't know it for a while. Oh, I'm sorry. That was one sexy face. I'll put a whoopee cushion on the chair. Been loading tools, etc. for my next job of the day. That is definitely Nathan then. Bionic Bigfoot, what's going on, Dennis? Hello, sir. I'm finally moving forward. Like Dennis had his hip replaced. Geez, it's been more than a year now, right? Wasn't it last March? Maybe it was last May. Has it been about a year, Dennis? I feel like it was last March for some reason. But I'm finally getting I'm going to find out if I need my hip replaced. I was supposed to go this Monday, but the guy had the doctor, his name is Dr. Childs. Dr. Childs had to take somebody else's hip, I guess. I don't know. He canceled my appointment. So my appointment's next Tuesday, and I find out what we're going to do. Is it just going to be shots for now? Maybe bursa or something? I don't know. But we'll find out. It's been killing me. I mean, I can't hardly sleep because of the pain. It's in my hip all the way down to my knee. I mean, there's pain everywhere, but that's the one that gets me. And if I stand up wrong, and sometimes it's fine. Once I get moving, it's good. That's the thing. Once I get moving, it's good. I just can't stay moving. Okay. God, how I missed that hacking cough. I'm so sorry. Oh, whippy whippers. I need the results of the smush ability, Rico. So glove up and start smushing. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Where are you at on the Bristol chart? I don't know what the Bristol chart is. Julian's Fish Shed. There's a new one. Oh, although I've seen you on the Discord. I don't really go there too much these days. But hi, Julian. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. First live stream I've done since like what? February? I don't think I did one in March. Considering I used to do them daily, it's been an adjustment, but I just haven't felt up to doing them at all. But again, I think about you guys a lot. I have a ton of stuff to bring to the Clash. just little things, just little things. You know, this little thing. It says it's a dumpster fire. I'm fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. That doesn't look like a dumpster to me, though, does it? There are some that are more a rectangle. This looks more like a garbage can. I want to call it a dumpster, garbage can, emotional fire. But just little things like this, but a lot of them mean something for the people I'm bringing them for. The little message that it has on it means something to those people. And I'm bringing some other stuff that's meaningful to those people. And it's all just little stuff. It's all just, you know, there's nothing, it's not like these great gifts or anything, but there's just little something to let you know that I think about you guys a lot. And so you can remember me in case I don't get back to doing this. I want to be remembered. I think most people do. Sucks to be forgotten. What did Kelly say? We have 70s all next week, too. We're gradually building Pond Empire 2025. Empires weren't built in a day. Nice. Yeah, our weather's pretty close to the same, where you're at there in Fort Wayne and here in upstate New York. It's pretty close. I mean, the lake does affect us a little bit, but 5 to 10 degrees difference, I think, most of the time. And it's just a few days later. But yeah, this is I've already mowed like 3 times. I think last year was the first time I'd ever mowed in May, and this year I've already mowed like 3 times. It's been it has been a lot warmer than normal for us. A lot of water though, man, so much. We've had geez, just so far this month, and it's only the 9th, we've had just under 5 inches. You know, 5 inches in 9 days. That's pretty wet. It's just soggy when you walk around out there. It's just wet. Okay. I gotta scroll down a little bit and get back. Tell me what the Bristol chart is. You probably already did. I can't super chat or be a member. Google Pay has me blocked. Oh yeah, because you don't want to give them. Don't Google the Bristol chart. Well, I'm going to now. Let's go. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm doing it right now. Because you tell me not to do something, and you know that's the first thing I'm gonna friggin' do. Bristol chart. Oh, because even as I start typing in, some of the choices are Bristol chart stool, Bristol chart poop. Hey, Benjamin. Foxanne's here. Hi, Foxanne. The Bristol stool chart. Types of poop. Okay. Does it have like oh, here we go. Here's some things. There's Zenny. Zenalicious. Bristol stool chart. Type 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I would say I am type 1 through 7 every day. It's a mix. Sausage shaped but lumpy. I feel attacked. I feel a little attacked there. I think I'm sausage shaped and very lumpy. Like a sausage, but with cracks on its surface. Who looks that close? Oh no, my poop has cracks on the surface. What the? Soft blobs with clear-cut edges passed easily. Yeah, that's me too. All of these are just describing me. Fluffy pieces with ragged edges. A mushy stool, watery, no solid pieces. I didn't know what the Bristol stool chart was. I had no idea. Jenna says my last stream was March 7th. Really? I didn't think I did one in March. Okay. All right. I thought I was February something was my last one, but that, yeah, it doesn't matter. It's been a while. I enjoyed my months of misery in the winter. It's time for me to enjoy the outdoors again, Dr. Foreman says. Yeah, it is nice. Winter this year was, I don't know, it was a little bit rough. Electricity, man, electricity bills are out of control. And I see it a lot across the United States right now, but we had 2 back-to-back electricity bills that were almost 3 times the largest bill we've ever had before, back to back. They were just massive. It was shocking. It was just these massive bills, and of course they're saying, "Oh no, that's right," but there's a ton of. They're actually.
That's crazy. Thank you.
I'm on the wrong page. Let's go back over here. Nancy B in Tennessee, hello. And there's 5 super chats. What was I supposed to do? Oh, the goal achieved. I won't poop while live streaming. So I'm sorry. I won't. Or you're welcome. I'm sorry, but you're welcome. I'm going to start another goal. Let's go with 10. Any of them. Again, you don't have to do any of it. You don't have to do any of it. This is for a test, and that's part of why I'm streaming today. I'll show you. Hold on. Where is it at? Here it is right here. Nope, it jumped on me. That's Verizon shit. Here it is. Shape the future, user research. Let's see, is there anything that I can't show you because there's actually participant IDs and things like that in here. But there's an app called D-Scout that I've talked about in the past. It's a fun way to earn some cash. Some of it's pretty damn good. I mean, some of it takes 20 minutes and it'll pay you $120. This one I think was 75, and I had to make a super chat more fun with a goal. That's what I had to do. This one is through Google and D-Scout. So, and then after I'm done with the stream, I have to go do complete a diary entry questionnaire and a short 5-minute video to share your feedback on how the goal went. So you guys stopped me from pooping. So I'm going to say that's mixed blessings. So this one will, how about this one? we'll do this.
Thank you.
We'll do this. There we go. So there's a new goal. There's a new goal there. All right. Let's see. Oh, Killer Kitty and Jeff Kane, Nancy B. We said hi to Nancy B. Hi, Nancy. Hope you're doing well. We said hi to Foxanne. Hope you and Pooplin are doing well. I'm looking forward to the wedding at the Clash. I even have a fancy shirt and vest. I'm not going to wear a suit. And I know you said casual, but I wanted to dress up just a little bit. Just to show my appreciation for you and Peplum. That's weird. I don't know how me dressing up shows my appreciation. Did I say? I did. I said hi to Melissa. Hi, Melissa. All right. Okay. Nancy B, Uncle Smiley. Great to see you. Nathan says, I hope to see you more in the future. Probably not, but yeah. And I miss you too, Nathan. It's good to see you, brother. I hope things are going well for you. Okay. Jeff Kane gave us a poop poop, poop poop, as Danny always says. Oh, Danny, and I haven't seen, oh God, so many people I just haven't seen. And there's Killer Kitty in the garden, elbow deep in mud and water, and totally content, but then Rico hit my ears and I'm totally happy. Oh, looking well, getting dirty. Oh, thanks for the stream. Let's hit the like. Oh, what are the messages? See, that's all new. I don't think there was messages. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Let's do that too. Give that a heart. Thank you so much, Killer Kitty, and I hope you're doing well. I use the Bird Buddy all the time. Still loving it. Thank you so much for sending that. I was going to do the Kickstarter thing, but yeah, I can't justify the money that they want for those things. That's the bad thing about the whole Bird Buddy ecosystem, I guess you call it. I don't know. The whole Bird Buddy thing is it's just too expensive. The hairs on the back of my neck were standing up. Better check the YouTube to see Rico stream it. What's up, dude? Looking forward to hanging out at the Clash again, man. Looking forward to it. Hopefully we get to hang out as much as we did last year. That was a lot of fun. Okay, so and it's got that's pretty neat. So it does and again, you guys, this is all probably old news to you. Hashtag no poop. I like the little, like Zen Ginger's thing. Thanks, Killer Kitty, and it's got the little, what she was responding to. That's pretty neat. Tuxedo tee. No. It's a vest. It's a nice fancy vest and a nice shirt, nice collared shirt. That'll be it. I'll probably just wear it with jeans. I like the vest though. It's a little shiny. It's blue. Oh, we got Jeff Kane. Are the nipples cut out? I fully expect that. Oh, Foxanne. I don't want to ruin the shirt, but maybe I put a different shirt on just for that. Are the nipples cut out? Kelly says she's dressing up for the wedding at least a little. I like an excuse to get a nice dress. Jake will dress up a little bit too. In a dress too? I mean, Steven's wearing a muumuu, right? Are you still wearing a muumuu, Steven? I knew that was the topic at one point. Big Steve. What's up, Big Steve? It's good to see you, brother. He pooped 4 times. Been a member for 2 years. And Zenny says, and she's been 37 months. I love you, miss you, you little shit. In the nicest way possible. I said that, I heard that in Skipper's voice, you little shit. Jeff Kane's taken off. In Foxy's video where she detailed the dress code, she said only one set of cheeks can be out. So if you wear a mask with your nice shirt, you can show up like Winnie the Pooh. Yes, I can, I can totally poo it. I can poo it. One set of cheeks. Yeah, but when you're a fat guy like me, it's not really, it's more, more than one set of cheeks in an area, sort of like chins. Salient, what's up, Jesse? TF you doing? Just the, same old. Kelly says, my dad still hasn't set up his bird buddy Jake bought him. He says he needs to install a pole for it. He had a knee replacement, so it didn't happen. Gotcha. Mine's just setting on a table, a patio table that's out back, and I have one of my weather instruments right behind it, and it's just pointing out into the yard. And there's also a hanging bird feeder out there as well. I should have used OBS so I could show you the backyard, but there's a hanging bird feeder that does really well with the squirrels because it's got spring-loaded entry points. So it looks like a house. And then it's got these spring-loaded parts so that only very light things can sit on it. And you can change how the springs, so what size. So even I was watching the grackles close it. So when a bird that's too heavy sits on it, it closes so they can't get into it. The squirrels haven't been able to get to it. And like I said, even the size of a grackle, which is not very big at all, is not able to get into it. So it's really just the smaller birds, which is what I put it out there for. Jake would look terrible in a dress. It's going to be an interesting wedding. Yes, it is. And it's going to be a fun wedding. There's going to be so many tears and so much laughter. And this Keystone Clash is going to be epic. I'm just telling you, with all the people that I know that are going, and and again, I'm a huge fan of the co-op still to this day. I've always been a fan of the co-op. I'm super excited about meeting Corey, and all of that crew. Hi, Corey. Should I say that to him? Hi, Corey. And then just all the other people that are going, and all the new people that we're going to get to meet. There's Jody P. She's going to be there. Really upset still that we're not going to meet Shady Grady. We were supposed to meet him last year, but as a lot of you know, he passed away a while ago. Tell our friend Kitty Whip says hi while she's playing in the dirt. Kitty Whip. Tell our friend Kitty Whip says hi while she's playing in the dirt. Tell our friend Kitty Whip says hi. Kitty Whip. Kitty. I just had a whole visual in my head about a kitty whip. Not, that, yeah. Anyways, I've just been had an urgent, horrifying news story. I need all of you stop what you're doing and listen. Is that from Anchorman, Cannonball. I love you, man. Back at you, Whip. Thanks for all your friendship and support. Still listening. Phone is in my pocket and that's some talented typing. Yeah, what are you hitting the keys with? What are you hitting the keys with there, Mr. Kane? A nicely hemmed muumuu that stops around mid-thigh. Did he just say I sound like a dude? I don't think I did, because you don't. Punctuation is important. Adam McReynolds. What's up, Adam? Hello, sir. Hope you're doing well. How are you doing? How are you doing, Adam? Adam's got health issues as well, and I hope you're doing okay, man. Let's see. Get me up to date. Get me up to date. What else is going on? Both good and bad stuff. You know, as again, I barely even read the Discord. Sorry, Fishcord right now. You know, and I'm totally out of loop. So I don't know if good things have happened. I don't know if bad things have happened. So yeah, if there's anything like that, please, I would like to know it. And even if you don't feel like putting it here, if you're on the Discord, Fishcord, it's hard for me to say that. Send me a message over there. I'll have to show you one day. Okay, but remember, I don't like to squint. You know, what is that? It looks like a penis, only smaller. It's always bad all the time. Well, don't say that. I mean, I know Ed's had some good dreams lately. Said you heard my message in Skipper's voice. Oh, thank you, sir. Please drive through. There you go. Okay, thank you, Zenny, for clarifying. You know, the only reason I said that was, you know, the little shit thing, because that's sort of Skipper's catchphrase is, you little shit, right? That's his thing. I'm doing good, trying to get over a case of Bell's palsy. Oh, Michelle had that. But other than that, I'm good. That was scary. Bell's palsy is scary because it presents as like a stroke, right, Adam? It's scary. Michelle had it, and we thought she was having a stroke. You know, we had to take her to the hospital, and I gave her a panic attack, I think. To this day, she swears that it wasn't me, but there was some Jerry Springer people, and they put us in this little room that was just canvas, you know, separating it so that we could definitely hear all the people next to us. And they were just loud, and I don't know if they were drunk, but you don't know me is just loud and just, and I was getting upset, you know, and I was like, you know, you need to shut the fuck up. You know, I tried not to say the F word, I still said it there. You need to shut the F up. I got a little aggressive and a little mean, and because I was so worried about her, and they were just being loud and they were fighting and just all kinds of stuff. So she didn't need that on top of what was going on, and she had a panic attack. And I still to this day think it was because of me. And I should have focused more on. That's all I need to say. Focused more on. All right. Fishfam.link is getting caught up. Hi, Fishfam.link. Another great reason to get your shingles. Yep, they're related, friends. And it helps reduce the incidence. Yep. Rigo's talking about my relatives. It bothered me. It really did. And, you know, I'm pretty laid back and, you know, but you mess with my wife or my kids, and that's when the old me comes out, even to this day. I blame the Jerry Springer people. That's not how you act in a heating place. You did good. Yeah, but, you know, still. Dapper Dennis. Hi, brother. Dennis, how are you doing, man? Hope you're doing well, sir. Hope everything is healed up and everything, and looking forward to hanging out with you at the Clash again, my friend. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. And again, Dennis, I hope you weren't embarrassed or anything about, you know, the last Clash. Because that's something that could have happened to anybody whatsoever. I get it, but I just hope that it's not anything that you know, think about or stew on or anything. My relatives forget they're not home and in their backyards. And, you know, like Kelly said, I'm sorry, that's Killer Kitty. I said Kelly. Killer Kitty said that. it's a hospital. You should keep your voice down if you can. It's not like they were screaming in pain. It wasn't until you brought it up. Thanks for that. Well, Dennis has been dancing up a storm since that Clash incident. Awesome. Good. That is exactly what I wanted to hear. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Fishfam.link has some new messages, it looks like. Again, new to me. And I'm not using OBS, so none of the, points and all that crap work. Stolen from the, some of the tips of that. Look at that. There's a little brown on there. I better check that. Oh yeah, this one's got a little bit too. I need to put these in some dirt. This one reaches all the way to my desk. So I could put a little pot right here, and plant that. And I would get another, isn't that what these are, right? Just the tip. Of course, it's only with me virtually, but he is a pretty good dancer. Gotcha. Well, that's good. That's good. Clash is going to be fun. So Susie Q, Ed, and my daughter are all sharing a booth, a table setup for the vendor room. So that'll be pretty cool. Susie Q's awesome. Ed's awesome. So, seeing, and my daughter's all right. Having the three of them sharing a booth like that, that's pretty cool. Ariel's got a bunch of stuff she made. Michelle made a lot of stuff too for this. Mostly like stickers and artwork and things, but I think there's some physical stuff too. Victor C is here. I celebrate Mother's Day, but my mom's been gone for quite some time, so it's just Michelle. But yeah, we do. We're gonna go. I don't think the other kids are going with us. I think it's just gonna be my youngest son, Aiden. We're gonna go see the Thunderbolts this weekend for Mother's Day with Michelle. So, and then we'll probably go out to eat afterwards. Maybe just the three of us. I don't know, because Brandon and Ariel already went and saw the Thunderbolts movie the other day. So we that's probably what we'll do for Mother's Day, is just that. Dennis says, I'm doing okay, but getting strength back and the broken leg is taking some time. Yeah, it does when, for people up like us, our age, right? I am set to go to the Clash. Awesome. Shady Grade will have a section too. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Thanks, Whip. I didn't know about that. Tell me about that some more in a message or something, if you would. That's really cool. Shady Grady, not the first year, but 2 years ago, was supposed to go to the Clash. He even had a table, and it was right next to Ed and Ariel. And then he had problems with his foot, so we didn't get to meet him that year. So there's Xanadude. What's up, man? What's going on? Good to see you. Are you guys still playing D&D? How many times a week are you guys playing D&D these days? Again, I miss all of that. So it's good to see you, though, my friend. I hope you're doing well, Mark. We are. Okay, still playing D&D. Gotcha. That's cool. I'm glad you're still going on with it. Though it was fun, but, with everything else, I'm glad that I left when I did. It was a good point to change things. So, excuse me. I think the joke haiku were things that were moved. It's in the pin message that Matt sent us with our current commands. Oh, gotcha. Shady was my secret Santa this past year. I'm planning on bringing the merch he sent me to the Clash to wear. Nice. Nice. Whip says, sometimes when Chris can't DM, Kitty does. The Jason campaign is dead. Oh. Okay. Well, I hope that Jason's doing well too. I haven't seen Jason in forever. We don't really talk too much these days. I don't see his streams on Sundays, and hope he's doing good. He's always got along really well with Jason. Always liked Jason. There's Cheryl Smith. Hi, Cheryl. Thanks for coming in. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Let's talk about fish a little bit. Let's see what's changed. Like I said before, that you see this tank is gone. It's actually right there. There it is right there. Look at all the hard water on it. See that? The hard water deposits. That's just all the hard water. Our water is incredibly hard. That's the tank that was up here. That had the bluegill in it only, and now the bluegill moved over to the 45, which again, you can just see that's what this is right here. That's the 45. The lights aren't on it right now. The timer's all messed up because in daylight savings and power outages, and it's just all messed up. But I actually don't mind because it comes on at night now instead. It's gotten that far. But the 45 only has, it's a 45 tall. It only has the bluegill and two Congo tetras. And the bluegill doesn't mess with them at all. He doesn't even act like they're there. They must be big enough that he doesn't bother them. I think there's still an autosynclus or two in there too. But I don't see those too much, and honestly, they might be gone. But the bluegill is doing pretty good. He's getting pretty big now. As these age out, the bluegill will probably last for quite some time, right? So my Denison barbs are getting up there. This tank looks so dark. It's because the duckweed is so thick right now. I need to clean it out. You can't even see all the plants. It's filled with plants, but you can't even see them because of duckweed. It's really not that dark when you look at it. It's just this light in here. Plus the fact that I've got lights on so that you can see my, gorgeous eye bags. Denison barbs are doing really well too, but they're starting to get up there. They're starting to get older. So at some point, probably the bluegill's not that old. He'll probably end up moving into the 75, and that'll be his home. And I'm going to get rid of some other tanks, and I still want to get a larger tank. The 75 is my biggest tank. I want to get a 125, I think. That's it. And I think I want to go down to like maybe 3 tanks. That'll be what I think I can maintain better at this point with everything going on. Anyways, Whip said bluegill can live 10 to 15 years, I think. Yeah, I think you're right. Big Cat, what's going on, man? Hey, did you guys get married yet? Is that coming soon, Big Cat? Is that this month? I knew Big Cat and Green Mountain Greenery are getting married. That's soon, right? Or did it already happen and I missed it? 8 to 11 years, although they typically live from 4 to 6 years in the wild. Some bluegills have documented living up 15 years in captivity. Yeah, so, and I have May 24th, Big Cat. Okay, good. I didn't miss saying it. The bluegill. Oh yeah, the bluegill I got after the Denison barbs, a couple of years after. I think I've only had him for 3 years now, maybe. I don't know. I'm losing track of time. So, anyways, that's all that's in the 45. So it's pretty easy to maintain these days. There you can see the one Bozeman eye right there. Yeah, that's the Bozeman eye right there. I mean, that's the male. There's only one male in there with like 8 females, and he's beautiful. He is beautiful. He's just always colored up, just constant, and he's doing good. The Gadaids doing really well. Again, I have 2 colonies of the Gadaids now, and I'm thinking that's what this little 20-gallon might be too. I might put that somewhere else. I don't want to put it here. It was too hard to get up to it. I mean, this isn't that tall, but it was just too hard to do the maintenance on that one. So I don't think I want to put a tank up here. I don't know where I'm going to put it. It might actually go out in the living room. We don't have any tanks out there. Pokemon noises. Oh no, weird fish name escaped. Yeah. Yeah, I should have used OBS, right? I should have used OBS just to have all the games and all the weird stuff going on. Plus, again, I wanted to show the backyard. Oh, fur-free floors. Got to dump the rainbow. Be right back. Temporary fur-free floors. That's Cheryl. Why'd you set me up like that? Fur-free floors. Fur-free. Well, if you have fleas on your fur-free floor, hey, Dr. Awesome. Hello, sir. How are you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well with retirement and everything. Yeah, we want pellets. Easy for fur-free floor. Flea. Anyways, the good news I was going to tell you is that I reached out to Jesus. He's the guy that actually owns the little house that's right here next to us that it's got the shitty neighbor. And just let him know what was going on, because the guy, he destroyed some. I've got some solar lights, you know, the ones that you stake in the ground. They're blue fire looking things back there, and he actually hit some of them because he goes into my yard. He's always turning around his boats, and well, he's got a boat and he's got it's like a Sea-Doo, and he's constantly moving these trailers around. This one goes over here, and this one over here, and this one over here. I don't know why. It doesn't. It's weird, and every time he does, he drives up into my yard a little bit. I'm like, dude, stay in your own yard. And a bunch of other people told me stuff that was going on, and so I reached out to Jesus, the guy who owns it, and just let him know what was happening. And that guy's moving out. He's got about 2 months left, and he will be gone. So I am super excited about that. Whoever the new people that move in, I'm going to go down and talk to them, you know, as soon as they get settled, and introduce myself, and make sure we have a better rapport, and let them know, just don't piss me off by doing this, and we'll be good, right? Actually, my daughter might end up in that house. It's a slim chance, but her and her husband might get that house. They also might get my wife's grandpa's house. He's 97 or 98 years old, and he's not doing great. So they're working on maybe buying that house from grandpa now to help him out and to help them out too. So really looking forward to all of that. The fact that they'll be gone, so my level of stress goes down. I don't have to worry about stuff getting ruined. And also if the kids move out soon, that'll be so nice. Just ready. I'm ready. They have so much stuff. Get off my lawn signs. Yeah. How's Wally the pet dog? Victor, you want to see him again? He came up earlier, but it's before you weren't there. I thought you weren't talking to me, Whip, since I didn't seem to be invited on your live. Oh, there's all that, you know. Hi, Dr. Awesome. Vanoski, hello. And it's good to see you, Vanoski. Hope things are going well. Vanoski, tell me something good. Tell me something good that's going on in your life, Vanoski. I want to know. Wall. Come here, buddy. You want to say hi? Wally Wallerton. Get your butt in here, boy. Wally. Wally, where are you? Come here, you monster. All is good? No, that's not good enough. I need it. I need all of it, Vanoski. Give me some good news. Nope, there's 11. Hi, Levins. Oh, she's walking out. She was already in here. Wally, why won't you come say hi? I think I hear him. Wally, come say hi. Look what I got. This will make 11 come in. Watch. You want some? You want some? I don't know if you can hear him, but I caused a ruckus. There's a ruckus. Come on, Vanoski, you got to tell me something good. Not all is good. That's a cop-out. I need one good thing that's happening in your life, Vanoski. Come on, man. Wall. Come on, man. Come here and say hi to me. There he is. Come on. What are you doing? Huh? Come up here. Which way you want to do it? There? Yeah, that's fine. Look. That's Wally. Look, you see you? Yeah. There you are. What are you doing out there, huh? Did the mail come yet? There he is. What's up, Brandon? What the heck is going on here? Jason H, hello, hello. Oh, I think, do we got anything else to talk about? It's been an hour. I actually feel better. See, this I got to get back to this, but most days I just don't have it. I don't have the energy. I don't have the desire. Yesterday I was in bed all day. I got out of bed for 45 minutes maybe, and the rest of the day was in bed all day. Yeah. What's outside? Oh, there's Jason. We were talking about you, Jason. Hello, sir. Hope you're doing well, man. I hope you're going to be at the Clash again this year. Got some little things for you. I got a little thing for you, Jason. What's outside look like there today? It's very overcast and gray. It's only 46 degrees. Nope, it's only 43.9 degrees. Rain's coming. It's very green. The trees are just starting to bud. Well, some of them are actually already got leaves, but most of the trees are just starting to bud. The hostas are just coming up. Asparagus, I'll be probably picking some tomorrow. They look so good. They're big, fat asparagus, but very tender. So, yeah, really looking forward to that. Jason, run before he gives you his little thing. I'll be at the Clash. Awesome. Looking forward to hanging out, man. Looking forward to, and what are you going to bring this year? What did you bring last year? It was, I forgot what you brought. Your secret drink. I'm gonna bring stuff. Miserable as it gets, nothing can grow without rain. True. Yeah, and we've had too much though. The ground is like soggy. There's puddles, and it hasn't dark and stormy. There we go. We haven't had rain since like yesterday, but the puddles are still there. The ground is just soaked, fat but tender. Yep. Dee Dee, you know it. I'm fat but tender. Window liqueur. What's up, window liqueur? Linux liqueur. That's a. All right. I don't think I have anything else to mention. This is a local artist. I just got this. This just came out. It's by Susan Peterson Gately. This is a local artist, and that's one of the local waterfalls. She writes a lot about Lake Ontario. She lives on the next bay over. Super nice lady. I've met her a couple times at the some of the trail things back in the day. I forgot what it's called. Trailworks. It's a local nonprofit that goes and they're trail angels. You know, they keep the trails open and stuff. And she does a lot with them. But she also is a biologist, and she sailed Lake Ontario quite a bit. So she writes some fiction, and she writes a lot of historical things. Just really interesting stuff. So if you're interested in Lake Ontario, you know, you can get that on Amazon. Susan Peterson Gately. She's got I think this is her 6th book. I haven't even read this one yet. I'm saving it for when the sun starts coming out and I can go sit out in the backyard and read a book. I have missed these opportunities to enjoy words not for the context they were meant. And Victor C., thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. And I hope you're doing well, Victor. Are they talking you around and showing you a good time? Get you all liquored up right before the talk? Oh, Dr. Awesome. Tampa Bay area with Grant and Shelby. I'm speaking at their club tomorrow. Cool. Will it be online anywhere? Do you know, Dr. Anthony? Turn on the hockey game tonight. You know, I haven't watched hockey in forever. I stopped watching hockey when Jeremy Roenick was a rookie. I have his rookie card from the Blackhawks because I was a Blackhawks fan. And the year that that was actually the second year. The second year Jeremy Roenick was a player, not the coach, but the player. That's when I stopped watching hockey. Same with like NASCAR. I never was a big NASCAR fan, but I stopped watching. I think Jeff Gordon was like on his second year. Baseball, I stopped watching the 2 years. I think it was 2 years before the Cubs finally won the World Series. And I'm excited about the Bears this year. I really am excited. They're still picking up people for the offensive line. They're working on depth there now. They've got a pretty solid line, but they're working on depth. The defense looks like it'll be better than last year, but and I'm just excited. I'm excited. It's been a long time. Fish Dreams. Hi, Fish Dreams. I've known a lot of you people now for 5 or 6 years, right? It's been quite some time that I've known a lot of you people, and I really don't know some of you. Fish Dreams. You've been around forever, but I don't really know much about you. Dr. Awesome said we went out collecting this morning, not sure if they YouTube or not, giving a talk on fishes of Cambodia. Fishes of Cambodia. Anybody know the actual song? Holiday in Cambodia? That was my childhood, man. They're going to suck. Just embrace it. No. I don't think they're going to suck. I think we're at least going to have some things to cheer for. And to be honest, that's all I asked for. Like the Walter Payton years, right? Most of Walter Payton's career, there was no offensive line, there was no quarterback, there was no wide receivers, there was nothing. They always had an okay defense, but the Walter Payton years were very thin. That's why it's so amazing that he had as many yards as he did on such a bad team. Like Emmitt Smith played on, teams that won the Super Bowl, 4 times, was it? How many times did the Dallas Cowboys win the Super Bowl in the 90s? With Emmitt Smith, how many times was he on the team and won the Super Bowl? I can't remember if it was just twice or was it 4 times. Dead Kennedys, good job. Good job, Jason. Good job. Holiday in Cambodia. But yeah, the Walter Payton years were lean, but we always had Walter to cheer for. In a lot of the 90s, we didn't really have much, but at least we had some defense, Urlacher. Zenny says, okay, I've asked before what your prison meal would be, but if you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? I would say sushi. Yeah. Sushi. Yeah. That's what I would choose. Michelle took me to that all-you-can-eat sushi place for my birthday. Oh, my God. I was in heaven. And I ate at least one of every sushi. They have all kinds of other stuff and quite a bit of the other stuff, too. But I ate so much. I was so full of sushi. Barry Sanders is Walter equivalent. Yeah, I would say that. Barry had the same type of thing. Played on, Detroit Lions teams that weren't very good throughout all those years. And Barry class act like Walter. They called Walter Sweetness because he would knock your ass down and then pick you up and say, good hit, Barry Sanders was always a class act. You never really saw him like crying about bad calls or anything like that. Barry was just, and the rumor was that he quit when he did because he didn't want to break Walter's record. I don't know if that's true or not. That seems weird to me, but that's what the rumor was at the time. Let's see. Fishstream says 52, female, medically retired, dental hygienist, chronic illness with you. Christian with a wild past. Gotcha. Well, then now I know more about you. Thank you, Fishstreams. Rachel agrees with me, but Zenny says no. Emmitt Smith had 3 Super Bowl rings. Okay. Yeah, and he played on, pretty good teams, right? I think his first year they weren't very good. Maybe his first year they were good. I can't remember. It might have been the first year. Didn't Aikman and Emmett start the same time? And I think the first year they weren't very good, but then the next year they blew up and they went crazy. There's Mickham. Can't keep trying making dinner over here. Great to see you. Oh, one more thing. John Lennon's football team, Liverpool, won the best league in the world, Premier League. Cool. I mean, how is John Lennon just because Liverpool, or was John a football fan as well? I didn't know that he was. Aquatic Moose, hello. Emmitt Smith, 15 NFL seasons. Yeah, and he ended his career, I believe, with the Cardinals, right? Walter had 13 years, and he missed one game. One game. See you, Julian, and thanks for coming in and hanging out with us. I appreciate it. Have a good day. Get back to work. Do something productive. I always talk about that, about Walter Payton, because playing as running back for 13 seasons and only missing one game in that time, and he didn't even want to miss that game. I think it was Jack Pardee. Was Jack Pardee the coach, and he sat him because he was sick or he was hurt or something, and Walter was upset about it. So 13 years to be able to play like that in the NFL as running back who gets hit all the time. And, that's amazing. That's just amazing. That's part of why Walter was always like my hero. That's him right there. That's Mr. Payton right there. Where are we at? Julian's taken off. We said hi to Aquatic Moose. Whip said Aikman's rookie year was the thing nightmares are made from. Yeah, right? And was Emmitt a rookie the same year, or was he the next year? I knew they were very close. We're going to drive people away with the football talk. Troy Aikman was a dick in real life. My friend accidentally ran into him in a restaurant bathroom area and literally scoffed and asked her if she knew who he was. Yeah, that is. Don't you know who I am? Anybody who's ever said that, unless they're joking around or, just from Liverpool, I have no idea. Okay, gotcha. I wasn't sure if you had some, inside track on that, if you knew about Mr. Lennon. I have Mr. Lennon right there. That's Mr. Lennon. And my daughter has Paul. She got me that for Father's Day one year. She got Paul and I got John. I thought that was pretty neat. That was a cool Father's Day gift. I still really love that a lot. That's pretty cool. Another thing I really like a lot is the mug that Mr. Whip gave me. That's your forearm. I know, I call my forearm John Lennon. You don't want to know what I call my right hand. I think it's Brian? Brian, yeah, I call it Brian. The other gift was from Whip. He, no, Ringo. No, unfortunately. Zenny's going to get George Harrison. Yeah, I would like to have all four of them, but nobody else in the family wanted to get one. We all like the Beatles, but Ariel and I are the bigger fans. Whip got me a mug, not a coffee mug, but yeah, that what are they called? Tumblers. He got me a tumbler, good sized one, and it's got that picture of me groping him on it, and then on the back it's got both of our things. It's got both of our expressions, my fishy jerk and his let's get tanked, and it was very cool. You both have two arms, right? Yeah, but I've got the Bears haven't done anything since 1986. Well, I mean, they were in a Super Bowl. What year? 2013? Was it 2013 they went to the Super Bowl, lost to the Indianapolis Colts? John's just upset because that year in 1986, his team was the one that got shellacked. Rico has three arms. That is true. Unpopular opinion, but I think Bob Ross would have been a cooler tattoo. No, that is an unpopular opinion. In 2006. I wasn't even close. Why did I say 2013? 2006. That was the last time. Yep. Last time. Let's hope they do something. Let's hope. And again, I don't care if they go to the Super Bowl. I just want something to cheer for. I just want them to be in the mix. I just want them to be able to, every game, I want them to be in it. That's all. That's all I want. It's very difficult to be a fan of a team that doesn't really put much out there for a long time, right? Again, the Cubs. My dad died right just a couple years after the Cubs hit the World Series, and he was a Cubs fan his entire life. And the last time they went to the World Series was 1945, and he had seen them. They didn't win. The last time they win was 1908, before this recent time. but he got to see them before he passed, so that was good. Happy little trees. Totally inhabiting the bottom of the chat. Yeah, I am. Bob Ross, do like Bob Ross. It'd be cool to have like a Mr. Rogers and a Mr. Ross tattoo somehow together. Nancy says here, our local team plays for the first draft pick. What did I read the other day? It was something about the Houston Oilers, Tennessee Titans. And I can't remember what it was, but it was an interesting stat.
Oh my God, thank you.
Look, there's Whip. Excuse me. Sorry. Bob Miss. I like Bob Miss. I would like a Miss that Bob's. I understand fair weather friends because sometimes you just need someone to root for. Yeah, yeah, kind of like you with the Hawks. You stop watching and then they put together a historic run. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't mind as much with the Blackhawks because honestly, I did grow up watching them. Interesting, I think I've told this before, but my old roommate on Hill was actually an Art Wirtz, the owner of the Blackhawks. He was in his wedding. He went to a boarding school in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. Anhil came from Puerto Rico, didn't even know English at all until he was 11 when he got thrown into this. He went from Puerto Rico, and he said he had lived in Navario. So it wasn't, ghetto, basically. He is where he lived. And then he went from there to Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. And it was a culture shock, right? Because they went from being very poor, and then his parents were both math teachers, and they got hired by a Saudi Arabian oil company. I don't know what they were doing, something to do with math, probably. So they spent a lot of time in Saudi Arabia and stuff like that. He would. I'm getting off on a tangent here, but he would, when he was in Saudi Arabia, he'd buy all these bootleg cassettes. And when he came home, we would read the lyrics because it was just somebody sitting there listening and trying to write the lyrics. They weren't even close. A lot of times they weren't even close. They were hilarious. A lot of the lyrics, they were just so funny. And sometimes it would say it was like, Paul McCartney, Live and Let Die was the cassette he got was not Paul McCartney. And it was just horrible. It was horrible. But anyways, he went from Beaver Dam, from Puerto Rico to Beaver Dam, Wisconsin, where he met all these rich people. And Art Wirtz, I think that's his name, was one of them. And he got to be very good friends with Art. And Art is the owner of the Blackhawks. At the time, his dad was the owner of the Blackhawks. I think even the Bulls, but he had sold off the Bulls. Anyways, Bob Ross was such a controversial figure. He is now because Zenny likes him better than John Lennon. John McKenzie said, front to back geek. Trees are chill. You punch the trees to get the wood. You get the wood to build a cabin. What is that? What's that from? What is that from? It sounds like something Ron Swanson would say. I don't know what that's from. Oh, I'm so out of touch with cultural things. South Park. Okay. I feel like Scotty because, Scotty doesn't have a lot of, like every survival game ever. Yeah, that's true. Scotty doesn't have a lot of cultural knowledge. He's very smart about other stuff, but he just doesn't have a lot of cultural knowledge. And yeah. Moose gets wood from punching trees. The Minecraft episode on Trailer Park, on South Park. I was thinking Trailer Park Boys. Okay. I talked about the fish. I talked about the Clash. I always try to talk about the Clash. I have glow in the dark rings. I love these so much. They glow And I smoke the trees. Does that count? I'm all out of edibles too, by the way. Just saying, Zenny, if you know. So we have a black light in the bedroom, right? It's on a shelf. It's just a little strip. Actually, I have another one here somewhere. It's just a little strip like this that plugs in USB, but it does a good job on the black light tapestries and stuff. But if you just put these in front of it for like 30 seconds, they glow so bright that it looks like an LED, and it lasts for like forever. It is so cool. We have so many glow in the dark things in our room that the ceiling looks like the night sky, and I just absolutely love it. I know it's a little thing, I know it's a little weird, but I just love it. I feel like I'm sleeping outdoors under the stars, and it's so cool. Those rings are as precious. Yeah. Well, actually, one of them is these two. This one right here. This one. Look. This one. There's one that does have. Here. Nope, not that one. Hold on. I can't. There. Nope, that's the wrong one. This one. Oh my God, this is so hard to do. This is so hard to do. That one is the One Ring. It's got the writing on it. And then the one next to it, this other one is just a heartbeat with music. But yeah, it is the One Rings. What does the carpet and sheets look like under the black light? Not anything you really, Jackson Pollock painting. Makes those toys easier to find. It's hard to, yeah, muscle memory. I lifted up one finger. I mean, how often do you use that finger? That's difficult. That is difficult. I wish it would focus on it. Yeah, it's not going to focus on that. But the one's the One Ring, and then the other one's just music and art. But they glow super bright, super bright. No good answers to that. Don't ask questions you don't want the answers to. Michelle told me I can't talk about that stuff anymore. I can't even get my finger to do that. You're more flexible than I, which is weird because my hands are messed up. Who want to chip in and see Rico poop on stream? It has to be 50 super chats, so I don't think that's going to happen. That's why I put 50. Because if it does happen, I have to do it. But come on, 50 of them? I mean, yeah, I will poop on stream. How do you know how I would do that? How would I do that? I'd have to like, I guess I could just take my phone and, this isn't StreamYard, it's Talk Studio. So, yeah, I'd have to figure it out. But that's why I put it so high. So obviously, But again, I only have that because the test that I'm currently doing. Poop on stream already.
Oh my God! Thank you.
Branton is having a very poop-centric day. How would you do that? I think you know how to poop in the toilet at this stage in your life. You would think. You would think, right? Don't assume things, Dr. Foreman. I mean, I don't know how I would do that. I probably should end this before stuff happens. Wally. Oh, there he is. Oh.
Oh my God, thank you.
Bratton really wants to see me poop. How would I mean, all you would see is this. I mean, this is what you would see, basically. You would just see, because I'm not going to, take the camera and so you would just see me sitting here and maybe every once in a while going, and then, Brother Dan. Hi, Brother Dan. Thank you again for the birthday present. Again, I've said a million times, Brother Dan and I share a birthday. I rarely get him anything. I gave him a shirt one year. Ooh, but he always takes care of me and sends me stuff. Sends me this blue cheese and Spanish stuff that is so good. And thank you, Brother Dan. I just absolutely love it. Is Rico telling us you be pooping? I mean, you wouldn't know, right? You wouldn't know. So I'd like to say it was how a stream already looks. Yeah, it's a shitty stream, right? It's a shitty stream. So it would be the same thing. Ooh, there's 666 chat messages according to Talk Studio.
Rick isn't here right now.
Wally Wallers, Wally Wallertons. Wally doesn't like thunder. He's not like super afraid of it like a lot of dogs, but the other day we had a pretty good thunderstorm and he did get a little upset. But the good thing is, so like Tucker, you can't see Tucker's little, his ashes are in that box right there. It's right behind that Omega canister. Tucker was always very afraid of thunder, and but he didn't want anything to do with you. He didn't want you to be there. He wanted to go hide somewhere and be alone. What is that? What do you got on you? Wally, what is that? You got a little bump on him. Always, he had a tick the other day too. So we got one of those things to take the ticks out. So I'm constantly checking him for ticks. We try to stay out of the tall grass, but anyways, back to Tucker. He never wanted you to like, be around. He wanted to go hide. But Wally, no. Wally wants you to hug him and to, tell him it's okay and stuff. So, that's a good thing about it. He really likes to cuddle when there's those loud noises. We walked out the door. I didn't want to go out because it was coming, but I knew he had to go to the bathroom. It'd been a while. So we walked out the front door. Oh, he just farted. Oh, I know you farted. I know you did. I know. Oh my God, it's so bad. Oh, Wally, why'd you fart? Why'd you fart? We walked out the front door, and thunder crashed, and he the phrase "tucked tail and ran." That's exactly what he did. His tail was like up underneath there, and his front legs were in front of his back legs were in front of his front legs, and he was just. Cat House, what's up, Cat House? Lurking in traffic driving. Hello, sir. Don't blame the dog. Uncle Smiley, tell me something good, man. How's your health? Uncle Smiley, how's your health been? Are you doing okay? Are you cancer free? How's Uncle Smiley doing? Hope you're doing well, man. Don't blame the dog. Smell tube is not a thing yet. Yeah. Wally Wallertons. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Come on. There he is. There he is. There's my dog. What's out there, huh? Oh, I see some birds. I see some birds. Do you want to say hi to people? Look over there. Look over here. Over there. Over there. You're almost there. Oh. Okay. Okay. Not yet. Not yet. A little bit, okay? In a little bit we'll go. Okay, can I have a kiss? Thank you. Good boy. Gained a lot of weight back this year. Good. Are you cancer free too? Or is it past you? Do you sing the thunder song? No, what's the thunder song? What's the thunder song, John? Maybe I know it. I mean, I count, right? But I don't think I know the thunder song. The AC/DC one? Thunder. Cancer free. Awesome. Good to know. Uncle Smiley is one of the most present and active members of the Fish fam and a super cool dude. That's all I know, Whip says. Nice. Thunder Buddy from Ted. No, I don't know the Thunder Buddy song. From Ted, the Seth MacFarlane? When Peter Griffin is actually the bear? Is that what it is? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I know it. Which one, Moose? This one right here? It's doing pretty good. Norfolk Island Pine. There's another one right there. Doing pretty good. You can barely see it. Just got the two of them. All the other plants are doing pretty good. I have another pothos up here. I moved the spider plant over there and put another pothos from this guy right here. I did a bunch of cuttings on him. Sorry. He used to go all the way to the ground, but now that's the lowest. And I cut all that off and did some plantings, and now I've got another one up there. So I disagree with you, Jason. Unpopular opinion, but AC/DC sucks. They have like one song and they beat the hell out of it for 40 years now. I disagree with you, although I see where you're coming from, because a lot of their stuff, does sound quite a bit alike. But I like them. I saw them in concert with Yngwie Malmsteen about 1985 or 86, sometime around there. They've got some really good stuff, and live in concert, they are very, very good. Very good. Is Freebird AC/DC? No, Lynyrd Skynyrd. Freebird is Lynyrd Skynyrd. I like Lynyrd too. I like Lynyrd Skynyrd. A lot of their stuff. A lot of that type of classic rock. That's what I still listen to the most these days. Still, I always have. It's been like that for however long, 60 years. So, sorry, I just totally lost my train of thought. AC/DC, they're not my favorite by any means. They're not even probably in my top 10, but I do enjoy them. And again, seeing them live is a totally different thing, and they do put on a great live show. But Highway to Hell, that album is really good. What's the one before that one? That one was really good. I saw them for the For Those About to Rock tour. So whatever year that was, 86, 85, 84, whatever. Ted the Bong Hitting Teddy Bear, who sounds like Peter Griffin. Okay, anything else? What do I got to talk about? Still have not done any of my projects. I got all the lights to build my lightning show thing. I got all the stuff for it. Haven't done anything with it. I'm not sure we can be friends. Second all-time selling records, Back in Black. No other band. That's a good one, yeah. No other band except the Stones have gone longer. And I'm not a fan of the Stones. Like, I don't hate them. I like some of their songs, but man, I'm just not a big fan of the Rolling Stones. I don't know. They just never put stuff out that I really, again, I was more of a fan of the Beatles way back when it was Beatles versus Stones. I thought the Beatles had a much more, cultured sound. No, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I just like the Beatles a lot more. But where were we at? Oh yeah, the Rolling Stones. And they've got a few songs I like that. Oh God, what's the name of it? It was their disco song. Puerto Rican girls just dying to meet you. Drink a case of wine. Drink a case of wine. Drink a lot of wine. Like we used to. Yeah, I don't remember that. Whip says, I don't like the Beatles or the Stones. I still don't like the Beatles, but I like the Stones a little bit. I think even people who don't like the Beatles have to at least acknowledge their contribution to music today, because they did really change things a lot, right? It did change things a lot. Miss You. Thank you, DJ Guppyfish. Yep, that's the song. That one's okay. Wings was better. No. John Lennon's solo was better than Wings. And I do like Wings. Don't get me wrong. but I want them, so I put it in up high. Hands across the water, water. I do like Wings, but yeah, John Lennon by himself, his solo career was better. Songs like Imagine. I'm just a jealous guy. Those were better than Wings, I think. But I do, again, I like Wings. That's not true. I don't not like the Beatles. I just want to go out and make a listen. Oh, gotcha. I listen to them still to this day quite often, but I don't listen to them single songs very often. I'll queue up an album. And what I like to really do with all of my favorite bands is listen to them in chronological order. So I'll go through a few, sometimes a week, only listening to one band and listen to all of their albums in chronological order. I've done that with Pink Floyd quite often. I do that with Pink Floyd a lot. I love Pink Floyd. Way back, Saucer Full of Secrets, all the way to whatever the latest one is. Let's see. Dennis didn't like Beatles until Revolver. Yeah, that's probably good. Rubber Soul, Revolver, Time was, I agree with that. That's when I like the stuff better. You're right. I agree with you, Dennis. Rubber Soul, Revolver, around that time was when the music really started to come together for me. And strangely enough, that's when they had started smoking pot. Bob Dylan was the first person to smoke pot with the Beatles. He thought that they were, because of their, reputation, he thought that they were already pot smokers, but they were not. And Bob Dylan got them high for the first time. They did do a lot of speed, though, when they were in Germany. Phil Collins fans, interesting thing about Phil Collins, Brandon. Michelle and I walked down the aisle to Follow You, Follow Me by Genesis. That was our song. Instead of the wedding march, we Follow You, Follow Me. That was it. You never go wrong with the Carpenters. I do like the Carpenters. And, she was, oh God, what's her name? Her last name's Carpenter. What was her name? What was the... I know it. She was, Rolling Stone actually voted Karen. Thank you, Jason. Jesus. She was voted best female drummer. Was it even female drummer or even drummer, best drummer for a certain year, like 73 or 74? Yeah, like DJ Guppyfish said, she was a good drummer. Yeah. She was voted the best. Blink 182 is classic rock, right? No, but I do like Blink 182. I do. I like them. Yellow Malacosta dripping from a dead dog's eye. Now, if you want to talk about their greatest rock and roll band ever to take a stage, Kiss, I'm here for you. See, I know that you don't even believe that, Zamfir pan flute. I've actually listened to Zamfir. Yeah. I mean, I can't listen to a lot of it, but listen to the Stones, bring back Flashbacks to the Road, Jumpin' Jack Flash. That's not a bad one. Yeah, Jumpin' Jack Flash, okay. 90 mile an hour, heading north out of Florida, trying to keep it on the road, outrunning a hurricane. The old joke is that Mama Cass gave that ham sandwich to Karen Carpenter. They'd both be alive today. Yeah. Yeah. She wouldn't have choked on it, and Karen, unfortunately, had anorexia. Yeah, it was sad. Chicago. I like Chicago's earlier stuff, but I really didn't care for them once they got super poppy and it was just Peter Cetera singing. At that point, it was okay. Don't get me wrong. He's got a good voice and stuff, and it was good pop music. But they went from something that was really unique. Like, what other band was like that early Chicago, right? There really wasn't a lot of bands that had that many horns and things, and it still could play, at the time, harder music, Gimme Shelter. That's not a bad one. See, again, the Stones have some good stongs. The Stones have some good stongs, and they wear nice thongs. But I just, I don't know. There's something, you know what it is? It's Mick Jagger. I don't really care to hear Mick Jagger sing. I'm not a big fan of Mick Jagger's voice. And that's what I think kills the Stones for me, right? I think that's what it is. Mick Jagger, just his voice, I don't know. I just never cared for it. Mickham said, I saw them in 2003. The Stones? Did you see the Stones in 2003? I mean, I would see them in concert. Um, you know, I would go to just about any kind of concert. Really, I would love to see bands. Um, could Bob Dylan sing? Yes, early Bob Dylan stuff. Lay, lady, lay. You know, but when he got later on, and it was, you know, after the band went off on their own, and he was I don't know. You're next, me-o. You know, it just, I didn't really care for. Bob Dylan's a great writer, though. Music. I mean, how many of his songs have become hits that he wrote? Like, right? A lot of them. So I'm not a huge fan of Bob Dylan's singing, but there are some of his songs that I really like. But mostly more of the earlier stuff. Jethro Tull. I always liked Jethro Tull too, because again, they were very unique, right? Like you said, Nancy B, because rock needs more flutes. Yas flute. I did like Jethro Tull because of their more unique sound, because you didn't have anybody up there doing flute solos other than them. Other people have to sing them so you can hear the lyrics. Yeah, again, except for his earlier stuff, because that was, you know, blowing in the wind. You know, you could understand him very well. Lay, lady, lay, which was his change. That, you know, was good. That was good. Jethro Tull is good. Yeah. Metallica. Yeah. I like Metallica. There's not very much I don't really like, to be honest. Plowing snow at 70 miles per hour. So Wendell LaCour must be you're a big Stones fan, though, because you've got all those nostalgic things. And I understand that, because I have that as well with a lot of different things. Rhinestone Cowboy is one of mine. And if you were at the Clash last year or watched some of those videos, you probably heard some of it, right? Dee Dee was sitting right next to me when we sang it. We had a lot of fun singing Rhinestone Cowboy, and I have a lot of fond memories about that song. Eagles, even more so, because when I was a young man in Arizona, we would have parties in the desert. Like to sleep with you in the desert tonight with a million stars all around. That was the time when that's what we all listened to. Eagles were a big part of my life. We'd have these massive parties out in the desert and just have such a good time, and friendships were made. And a lot of times we'd go to the White Mountains in the desert, but up a little bit, elevated. You'd actually get snow there, but it was still desert. And I can't remember what it was called. It was like Four Peaks Festival or something like that, because the Four Peaks were a mountain range. White Mountain, not the White Mountains. No, those are way up north. Four Peaks. I can't remember what the name of the mountain range is. Anyways, we would have a whole bunch of bands would go up there, and we'd just, you know, hang out and just have a good time, and people are playing music, and there's generators. It was an amazing time. Kansas is good. Oh yeah, I think Kansas should be in the Hall of Fame. I really do. I think Kansas is a great band. They had a lot of hits. They deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. Slapping the bass, man. Slapping the bass. You know, every time, Jason, every time I think about the Eagles, or I talk to the Eagles about other people because of my hair, I guess, and the beard. I don't know. I even have the dude sweater. People always bring that up, you know, that the dude did not like the Eagles. Oh man, not the Eagles. Massive parties in the desert. So Firefest is your generation's fault? No, because we didn't charge for those. We, you know, everybody would just go up there and you bring your keg. You were in charge of it. But yeah, we, how often does Rico talk to the Eagles about other people? Is that what I said? Did I get it backwards? Talk about the Eagles to other people. Molly Hatchet. I've seen Molly Hatchet in concert with Triumph. That was a great. I feel like there was somebody else there too. Triumph, Molly Hatchet. Maybe it was just those two. I got to look that up now. And that again had to be about 1985 or so. Let's go look that up. Triumph and Molly Hatchet. It was at the Coliseum, right? I think that's what it was called. Triumph, Molly Hatchet. I think it was the Coliseum. It was in Phoenix. February 23rd, 1985, Arizona Veterans Memorial and Coliseum. Yep, that's what it was. And I got patted down because 1985. So this is a little bit after that hippie time, right? 85 really isn't hippie time. That's more new wave. But I was wearing my leather moccasin boots. They came up to mid-calf. Brown corduroys, a Led Zeppelin concert T-shirt, and a leather vest with the fringes. And right in here, I had my, my stuff, and they patted me down and luckily did not find that because, I wouldn't have been able to see the concert. But yeah, that was a really good show, Molly Hatchet and Triumph. I really love Triumph too. You don't really hear a lot about them, that other Canadian trio. Mickham said, I sat and watched music rock reactions on YouTube. I've watched some of those, but a lot of times I just feel like they're fake, like they're not real reactions. So I've stopped watching them. Got overwhelmed how many awesome albums released in 92 or 93. GNR, Ozzy Osbourne, Metallica, Van Halen, Motley Crue, and more, yeah. And some of those were good good albums, but by that time, like GNR, which one did they have in the 90s? They had the late 80s was their Appetite for Destruction, right? Wasn't it like 88 or something? So I wasn't a big fan of the other stuff by Guns N' Roses. I like Appetite for Destruction. I like that other one that they had that had all the acoustic stuff on it. That was pretty good. Ozzy, of course. I've seen Ozzy. Love Ozzy. Always been a fan of Ozzy. Black Sabbath, by himself, whatever. Nice. Window Liqueur. Just, yeah. Breaking dawn from Colorado to New Mexico, plowing snow to the desert. And when dawn, there was no words for the beauty, the colors and warmth. Oh, yeah. I sort of miss those. Yeah. Sort of miss those. Those types of desert, staying up all night, drinking in the desert with your friends. Don't use like whipped cream. I've told that story. Never mind. If you're with a sexual partner and you're in the desert where there are fire ants, don't use sweet things for extracurricular activities because they really, really attract fire ants, and you don't want that, especially in the middle of coitus and fire ants attack. It's not fun. It's not funny. It's not fun. Leather moccasins, leather vest with the tassels. Did you smell like patchouli too? Yes, I still do. I have patchouli soap. Over here. I have patchouli oil things. I still like patchouli. I know that it's a very you'll either love it or hate it type smell. So I try not to wear if I'm going someplace where I'll be indoors with a lot of people. If I'm outdoors, I don't care, but I try not to, wear. But yeah, I still smell. Use Your Illusion. Yeah, I did not care for that album near as much as those first two. Zen Ginger was on the rodeo circuit. So I've been going to concerts, and I can remember first one I went to on purpose was Reba McEntire. So not exactly a metal fest, but still a good artist. Reba definitely got talent. First time I smelled weed was at a Charlie Daniels show. I like Charlie Daniels, especially the early stuff. Not so much now, but the early stuff. Long-haired country boy, Devil Went Down to Georgia, or long-haired country boy. Let's see what else we got going on here. Whip says my first concert I was 10ish. The weed haze was real, my friends. 10. My first concert that I paid for, I don't remember. I went to quite a few small venues in the 70s. The first one I can remember was Olivia Newton-John. at the ASU. I don't remember what it's called. It's a round building. I can still picture the scalloped edging on the top of it. I don't remember what it's called. But Olivia Newton-John was there for the physical tour. And that was one of the first concerts that I paid for myself. That wasn't the first. I don't remember what the first was. Fermented products only. DJ Guppyfish says 88 Monsters of Rock, Van Halen, Scorpions, Dokken, Metallica, Kingdom Come. 2850. Yeah, for all of those great bands. Although I wasn't a huge fan of Dokken. Dokken was okay. Kingdom Come, same way. The Desert and Extracurricular sounds like an angry churro waiting to happen. Nancy B says it's the cilantro of sense. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, I've never heard that before. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's almost like people are genetically predisposed to smell it a certain way. Like with cilantro, it tastes like soap to a lot of people. I have you're not going to believe it, a second wisdom tooth. I pulled a tooth a few weeks ago. If you have rheumatoid arthritis, a lot of times it affects your gums, and it really is affecting my gums bad right now. And I had a wisdom tooth back here that I pulled, and I have another wisdom tooth that's coming out sideways through the gum. And so as I talk, it's not fun. It's not fun. First show was the Cars. Oh, John McKenzie. I love the Cars. I really do. I really did get into that new wave stuff at that point. Skipper, we were talking about you earlier, Skipper. What's up, brother? Hope you're doing well. Wow, Pink Floyd as your first concert. Man, that would be good. Yeah. I've never seen Pink Floyd in concert. Never. I never saw Led Zeppelin in concert. Never saw Tom Waits in concert. Those three are the biggest ones that I regret not being able to see. Those three are by far my favorite bands that I haven't seen in concert. By far, by a huge margin. Love Pink Floyd, love Zeppelin. And I get it. You know, people talk about the old blues songs that Zeppelin ripped off. I understand, yes, but I still enjoy the music. And of course, Tom Waits is my number one favorite. I listen to Tom Waits quite often. And that's another one that I go through, and I'll start very back at Closing Time, his first album in 72, I think it was, 72 or 73, Closing Time, and then go all the way through to Glitter and Doom. Bad Like Me, I think, was the actual last studio album. All the way. Say Moccasin Boots, and I had the full brown leather with fringe jacket. I was a jeans guy, though, not that corduroy stuff. Yeah, I don't know why I wore the brown corduroys, but I only really wore those corduroys with that vest. That was an outfit. It was always a Led Zeppelin concert T-shirt. Like I had a bunch of those, and even though I never saw them in concert, I had a lot of concert T-shirts. So it was always that leather vest, and always the moccasin boots with the corduroys. Don't know why. Pearl Jam. I would like to see. I've never seen them. I like Pearl Jam. So many bands. Wendell LaCour said Ozzy played here in London, Ontario in February one year. He blasted the first 10 rows or so with wet foam. It was -15 outside for those poor people going, oh my God. That sounds horrible. It also reminds me of the episode of the Osbournes. I almost said the Simpsons. The Osbournes, when Sharon gave him a bubble machine, and he's like, I'm the bloody prince of darkness, Sharon. I can't do his voice, but he's like, he's like, I'm the bloody prince of darkness, and he's got bubbles. I still hear the sound of my thighs rubbing together in corduroys. Well, at this stage, I hear my thighs rubbing together, and it doesn't matter what I wear, and it still sounds like corduroys too. I can be naked and it's still like that. Sharon! I absolutely love the Osbournes is the only reality show I ever watched. Only one I ever watched that I enjoyed, I should say. Absolutely loved the Osbournes. I have all the DVDs. And I had a dog dish that came with it. A dog, food bowl that came with it, had the Osbournes on it. And I absolutely loved that show. And it's so much better on the DVD because you have the Aussie translator, so you could actually tell what he was saying instead of the you know. Skipper said just got back from training, changed a truck battery in one of our ambulance. Now getting the kids from school and off to traffic for a prom. Do traffic for a prom. How long until your kids go to prom? I don't even know how old your kids are, Skipper, which is sad to say. How good the translators tell. John said, I was too fat to wear corduroy, afraid to start a fire. I was not. I was so skinny. Michelle saw a picture of me from my first honeymoon. I was sitting in a hot tub with a glass of champagne, and she said, "Ew, you were gross," because I was so skinny. and now that's not that way anymore. Oh, Brant asked if I ever seen The Who. No, I would never saw The Who. And Who is one of the other bands that I like, but I don't go out of my way to listen to. Like, I like a lot of their music. I like, the Tommy musical. I like all of this stuff, but not a huge fan of them. Behind Blue Eyes, that's a great song. Absolutely love that song. I just don't go out of my way to listen to The Who. They're not one of the bands that I would go and listen to their stuff in chronological order. Again, not that I hate them. They're just not up there in my, my top. My son just turned 16 and my daughter will be 10 in July. That's a pretty good spread. We try to do those as well. Ours were, we try to do 5 years apart to give Michelle time to recuperate, because having kids takes a lot out of your body. So yeah, we try to do 5 years apart. We got pretty close. Zenny said, I love the Osbournes. If you watch the Osbournes, Want to Believe, it's Jack showing Ozzy, Sharon, and Kelly ghost videos and rating them how scary they were. It's kind of fun. I have not. No, I have not seen that. I know Jack looks totally different now, too, right? From when he did on the show. Brother Dan says, I bounced for a club called L'Amour, the rock capital of Brooklyn, from 85-94. Bounced for many rock and metal bands. Practice every floor they would play MSG. Got you. Madison Square Garden. Very cool. So did you get to actually meet and say hi to any of the bands? We went to, we saw a lot of bands at a show called the Sun Club that was right next door to ASU. It was a dive. I mean, you walk into it was all painted black inside. The whole inside was just painted black. The tables, everything was painted black. The whole place inside was just black. You go into the bathroom though, and it basically just a puddle of piss. It was it was gross. But man, some of the shows that we saw there, just amazing. And it was a small place, it was a small venue. I remember, beers. You buy a pitcher of beer for like $1. Jason said, my son just graduated college last weekend. Congratulations! Wow. Time isn't slowing down at all. Zenny says, my son will be 30 next year. I'm so old. It's funny because our kids are the same age. My oldest is 31. Youngest is 22, but I am a lot older than you, Zenny. And you're a grandparent, and I'm not. I still don't have any grandkids. Wow. 2 hours. 2 hours we've gone. Fish Dream says, my daughter's 29 and granddaughter 10. Another grandparent. I would be a great grandfather. I would love to be a grandfather, but kids aren't even planning it. There's Pooplin. Hey, Pooplin. We are old ones. Yep. Some of us older than others. Where else? Oh, there we go. Whip says the Stones, the Who, U2. They were all bands I shunned simply because they were so popular. I did the same thing with Tom Hanks when he was doing a movie or two every year for a few there. I get that, especially as younger people. That seems to be, I don't like that because it's popular. I think as we age, I don't know about you, Whip, but I know I was that way too. Like, I didn't like something that was super popular. Like, I liked people before they were popular, the hipster thing. But now I'm changed now. Now I don't really give up about what is popular or not. I don't really care. what other people are doing or liking or anything. I enjoy what I enjoy, and the rest of you can go, eat a satchel of Richards. Cross-dressing do became famous. Yeah. Bosom buddies. It's my life. I was almost Christopher Walken. I didn't mean to. My favorite Christopher Walken thing is from, what is it, 7 Psychopaths, 8 Psychopaths? What's that movie? When the guy pulls a gun on Christopher Walken, he says, "Put your hands up." And he goes, "No." And the guy's like, "What do you mean?" "I don't want to." Just how he acted in that, I just absolutely love it. Satchel of Richards. Yeah. Now I call myself an idiot for being like that. What a maroon. Yeah, I'm with you. Exactly. I feel the exact same way. Dennis says most of the concerts I attended were from the mid 60s to the mid 70s. Mine were more early 70s through 80s. By the 90s, I really didn't go to too many concerts. I think Boston I saw in the 90s. I went to some festivals in the early 90s. But by the time the 90s had hit, I really wasn't going to shows much by then. My son was born 91. My daughter 93. So I was more, in that building a family, nesting type mode, and didn't really go see a lot of concerts by that point. I did later on. And then by that time, like Whip goes to a lot of, bars and sees smaller bands and stuff now. And that's what I was doing more in the 2000s. We'd go see stuff like that. But again, I've told this story a million times. I went and saw Coheed and Cambria, which is a progressive rock band who has very strong Rush, Led Zeppelin influences. They came from Kingston, New York. And I saw them in Buffalo with my oldest son, my son David, our adopted son, and like 3 or 4 of their other friends as well. I took all those kids. They were all about 15, and I took all of them to go see Coheed and Cambria. And being a part of them, that was their very first concert ever for all of them. They had never been to any actual real concert ever. So for me to be able to play a part in that was my proudest, and that's my very favorite concert because of that. I absolutely love that I got to be involved in their first concert ever. Very cool. Coheed and Cambria is so cool too because they have all these stories that go along with it, like all the albums for the longest time, like the first 5 albums, I think it was, every album was related to a story in their comic books or their novels. There's this big story, a sci-fi story that goes along with it. Very cool. Never been to Red Rocks. Nope. Never been to Red Rocks. Geek Boy's seen a lot of concerts there. I would love to go, but never have been. Mickham said Iron Maiden reunion PR tour plus Neil Young. That would have been a good one. They were together, or that was 2 separate ones? Iron Maiden and Neil Young would be weird together, but I would go see it. David Bowie, I've never seen. Metallica, I've seen. Yeah. I used to hear crap because I listened to rock and disco. I didn't mind some of the disco. Yeah. John McKenzie went to a lot of Dead shows. Some I remember. Yep. I didn't see a lot of Dead shows. I saw them, I don't know, 2 or 3 times. Absolutely love going to the Grateful Dead, but I'm not I don't listen to their music very often away from it. I know Jason's not a big fan of the Grateful Dead or Fish. I like their music, but they're another band I love to see live back then. There's always babies at Grateful Dead shows. Always. I think I've told that story too plenty of times where my buddy Sean heard a crying baby, and then the rest of the night he kept thinking a baby at the Dead show. There always was, Come visit and we will go to a Red Rocks concert. That sounds like a dream come true, Geek Boy. Even if we didn't go to the Red Rocks concert, just to hang out. Dr. Awesome says, my first concert, Doctor Who and the Medicine Show. Doctor Who? No, not Doctor Who, right? Dr. John. No, who was it? Dr. Hook? Dr. Hook. Right? And the Medicine Show. Who was it? That's not Doctor Who. Doctor Who and the Medicine Show. That sounds like a, Doctor Who. My first non-country concert was No Doubt before Gwen left. I like them. Brand new band opening thing called the Black Eyed Peas with Fergie, right? First concert within the clubs in Greenwich Village. Wow, I've never been to Greenwich. Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show. Yes, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I like Dr. Hook. Yeah, they had some really good music. Really good music. They were sort of almost like a novelty act in some ways is what they were sort of portrayed as, but they had some really, really good music. Phil Lesh in Chicago a couple years back. What a great show. I've never seen him by himself. Aerosmith. I saw Aerosmith and Deep Purple together. Deep Purple. Fleetwood Mac, Rush. Haven't done an A-list band since then. Hundreds of local bands. Doctor Who, you know where my mind is at. Yeah. Rush, I saw 3 years in a row. And again, I've told this, it's all this stuff I've told you guys a million times, but Rush, I saw, I think it was Permanent Waves, Moving Pictures, and Signals. It could have been Hemispheres, Permanent Waves, and Moving Pictures, though. I can't remember. I think that might have been the three albums in a row, though. I got to see them. I absolutely love Rush. Rush is one of those bands that I do listen to chronologically, but by time I get into Power Windows, I don't care for that stuff near as much. From Power Windows on, I still like them, don't get me wrong, and some of their later stuff was even better, but I didn't really care for them near as much as I did from like 2112, Hemispheres, Moving Pictures, Signals, Permanent Waves. All of those albums I really, really loved. And Rachel, what have you been to see? You haven't? Number of Classic Rock. I better be a fun show. What 3 concerts have you been to? Cover of the Rolling Stone. Man, 2 hours. I think I think it's time. I think it's time to go. I bet there's other people out there streaming though. See ya, Skip. See ya, brother. See ya. I'm so looking forward to hanging out with you guys at the Clash. So looking forward to it. If you guys are on the fence about it, please try and make it there. Skid Row. Sebastian's got a Sebastian Bach's he's got a good voice. I like his voice. Xanadu, yeah. 1977 Farewell to Arms, Farewell to Kings. Farewell to Kings, right? Farewell to Arms was a book, right? Am I wrong? Farewell to Kings is what I think it was. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to go. Please, if you're on the fence about the Clash, go this year. Honestly, it might be the last year I go. There's a good chance it'll be the last year I go. Plus, like Xanadu said, Rico and a wedding. You're going to be able to be a part of Foxanne and Peplin's wedding. I would just really love to see a lot of you there. I would love to meet some of you that I haven't met face to face. I'd like to sort of say, I don't want to say goodbye, but sort of say goodbye to a lot of my friends. So if you're on the fence, if you can work it out, try and make it to the Clash this year. Please, it's going to be a fun time. I guarantee you'll have a fun time. It's going to be a blast. And Zenny's going to be there. Takes a lot for me to people. Whip said Animals is probably my favorite Floyd album. It's definitely up there for me. I have to say Dark Side of the Moon. Animals is definitely up there. Dark Side of the Moon, though, is my favorite. But Animals is, Vitor and the Snow Dog. Okay, I'm going to go. But please, again, try your best to make it to the Clash. I think this one's going to be epic. And thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for hanging out. We'll see you when we see you. Where's my mouse? Oh, I really like this new mouse. Before I go, I got this from Temu, but it's on Amazon. I did some research, and it's Mission. It's. I like my old one. I like the brand Anchor. They're less expensive stuff, but it's usually pretty good, solid stuff. But this mouse, my Anchor one it took 2 AA batteries. This one is rechargeable, and I've only recharged it once. I've had it for like 2 months, and as you know, I use my computer a lot. It automatically glows. It does glow. It's got lights. It goes to sleep after just a short amount of time, and so it saves the battery, and it lasts forever. Plus, it's those ergonomic ones, which if you have any problems with your wrists, you really should try one of these types of mice. I have this one here I use on my other computer that is like that is like, I don't know, 12, 15 years old. It's wired, and you can see how worn off it is. That's all worn away from using it for so long. But this made a huge difference for me. Instead of having my hand like this, that difference is massive. I'm going to go, but there's the brand. Mission. I got it from Temu because it was like $5 cheaper than it was on Amazon. It's the exact same thing. But it's pink, Zenny says. She's got the same one. Okay, I'm going to go because otherwise I'll just keep talking. Love you guys. I don't say that. I don't say that easily. I love this community. I love you guys. Thank you so much to everybody that's been there and been supportive and helped me personally through so much that we're going through. And we'll see you guys. Take care.